Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's spectacular video, man. Listen, I love cars, but I love cars even more with a story. So check this story out here. 67 Corvette, guy decides to buy it for his son. His son's doing a great job in school and whatever, buys it brand new in 67, right? The son gets caught drag racing again, right? Or maybe driving faster than he should have been. The father says enough's enough and sells it to the next owner of this car in the early 70s. That's the last ownership this car has ever had. 15,703 documented miles on the car, original parts all throughout, and almost every option you could possibly get from the factory was ordered on this car brand new. This is a guy that obviously loved his son and thought the world of him, wanted to buy him the best gift he could, and the son was probably not ready at the time. Maybe he's ready today, maybe he'll see this video, maybe he'll get his car back one day, I don't know. But whoever gets his car is getting one spectacular, spectacular car. And as you look around this car, I don't believe there's any modifications to it that didn't come on the car as it rolled off the showroom floor, including the optional hardtop that comes with it as well. All right, so this car started out, and I like to do this for all the cars, as a Marlboro Maroon car. Now listen, the paint was decent on the car, but it was pretty, it was still 40 years old, and it would not have won any Survivor awards because it had been painted in a couple areas in the past. So it wasn't all 100% original. But as you look at it now, we just redid the entire car in paint, all right? And it looks great. What we tried to do was make a beautiful paint job, which this really is, but not over-restore it to a show car status where, you know, it was 17 coats of hand-rubbed paint, because you know what? If you take this to a show, this has a good chance of winning a local show. In a sense, if you over-restore the car, then you got no shot at all. They're gonna know that this is a custom car. So the bumpers were re-chromed, okay? And everything else is all kind of like originally done and what have you. So I wanna come over here and talk about a couple of these things right here. Check out these. So we just had it all buffed and everything. Here's a little rubbing compound. As a matter of fact, this will even prove that we just had it done. There's a little buffing compound still on there. The correct wheels that came on the car, these right here are bias ply belted tires, right? Circa reproductions, but they're circa 1967. If you want to, we could put a set of radials on there that would significantly change the ride and handling of it, but if you're going to show it throughout the country like this car is qualified to do, you're going to need to take it that, or maybe get two sets of wheels and tires if you want. One for driving and one for taking to shows, all right? But what I wanted to show you was things like this in here. This is a no-hit, nice inside fender. Appears to be, you know, I don't know the history of a car for 50 years, but the previous owner says it's a no-hit car. It's just all original body panels. The fit and finish in the gap is really nice. The side pipes are great on the car. And if we could, I'd like you to take a peek under here for a second. I'd like you to see how beautiful the underneath is. Look at that, man. That is a approaching a 50-year-old car, and it looks wonderful. And again, you know what? It's not a perfect car. What you say, well, I want a perfect car. Well, the truth of the matter is, you don't want a perfect car, because if you own a perfect car, and a lot of people say that, they don't really know what that means. But I want a perfect car, that means if anything ever happens in the car, you're gonna go insane, and then the car's value is gonna go down a lot. This car here, to 99.99% of the world, is a perfect car. To the rest of the world, who are the judges of these cars, and that's just a few people, they could probably find something wrong with the car. I'm saying to you, this is a car you can get in and go out for a great drive in it, right? Or take it to a show. And for me, that's the kind of car that I want to own. I don't want to sit a car in a trailer, take it out, sit at the hot sun show all day long and put it back in the trailer. I want to drive to the show, man. Or if I'm a trailer to the show, I want to go drive around that night in the town that I'm maybe showing the car at. And the reason why this car is better than most is because of some of the options, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Okay, what's under here is pretty important, and the reason why is because so few of these cars came with some of these options. But a lot of people forget to even ask about these things. For instance, Corvettes did not come standard with power brakes, nor do they come standard with power steering as well. So this car having both, two big options on the car, we forget to ask because today's modern car has that. You say, well, I want to get a classic car. Well, of course you want to get a classic car because just looking at it makes you smile and happy, but there are some things that we forget to ask about, and those are some of those things. Okay, this car here has factory air conditioning. You say, well, what's the big deal about that? Okay, keep in mind that factory air conditioning back in the day was like 20% of the price of a car. or 15%. Let's say the average car today was $30,000 or $40,000. Would you pay $3,000 or $4,000 for air conditioning? No, probably not to put in your modern car. That's why so few people used it and bought it. That's why this car here is even more desirable, because it could be the only one of its kind with air conditioning. This could be the only one of its kind in this color combination. We don't really know those numbers, but especially with this upgraded horsepower. So this is the mid-grade horsepower engine, which we have the call outs right here at the 350 horse. I don't know, just kind of neat just to see all this. All authentic, so you got the original Harrison radiator in here. Okay, we got the Harrison overflow tank over there. All right, everything's designed and wrapped and chalk marked and paint dabbed, kind of like the way it's supposed to. It's got the tower clamps on it. You know, just the little things that make it for the extra touch if you decide to go to a show. It just looks really, really good on the car. I just think that this, and not to mention, it makes driving it so much better. You can open the hood and go, wow, that's really good. I appreciate it, but I'm telling you, man, drive a car without power steering today, like an old muscle car, mother, it is tough. Throw in bias ply tires, which are not as easy as to turn as radials, and it makes it even harder. So with the power steering, the air conditioning, and the power disc brakes, and by the way, don't forget, and a lot of people don't know this, but you may know this, but this car has four-wheel power disc brakes. It was standard in 67, as it was in 66 and 65, but this car here is four-wheel disc brakes with a four-wheel independent suspension. It was pretty ahead of its time. So anyway, just a cool piece. Did I mention it's 15,000 original miles and only 2 owners? I did mention that, right? Okay, so when we redid it, we re-chromed the bumpers. The original spare setup is still there, and I put some new emblems on the car since they were 40-year-old emblems. But it seems to be great. This right here should settle down a little bit. These are new gaskets on the car, so it's making that part of the tonneau cover stick up just a little bit. That's not uncommon. It happens on most of the cars we paint, okay? Whoops. The gas cap is in the correct location. It's nice and centered, so it has, it's a first people check for cars that have been in an accident, all right? Color matched here. And then of course, you have in here, this is kind of cool too. Not only do you have some storage, of course, all right? So let's check this out. Factory headrests, which was an option, all right? This has a tan top on it, which with the burgundy paint looks great. Check that out. This car looks really cool. So those are kind of colors that go really well together. And if you wanted a different color convertible top on the car, these are so inexpensive that it's easy for us to swap it out for you. So let us know if that's something that you want to do. But this is a really nice top. It's in excellent condition, and it's, I believe, has a date code on it on the top. I believe it does. I don't know for sure. All right. So and this is what's one of the things people love about Corvettes too, is the fact that it takes just seconds to go from having all-weather protection, okay, to a convertible, and then boom. Check that out. Okay, so let's get on in here and let's see some of the some more options that we have on the car, which makes it really kind of neat. Okay, I like this here with the lever that does that. Okay, we talked about the headrest on the car. AM and FM, another option, okay? Air conditioning, which we saw under the hood. This is the factory air conditioning system. Those systems right there for Corvettes can bring $5,000 and $6,000 now for original air conditioning units. This car has it, and it's intact, and it works, which is even better, all right? It says power brakes on the brake pedal, which is nice. And of course, we got the Muncie 4-speed, and it's the matching numbers transmission as well. The rear end is matching. It is the correct color codes. You can see the VIN numbers and the color codes right here. Maybe Justin can get a quick shot of that. He's a little sleepy from doing a lot of videos today, so I had to wake him. But he's back in the game all of a sudden. Look. All right, and some of the things that make a Corvette, 7,000 RPM tach, 160 mile an hour speedometer, the correct red line for a 350 horse motor. Little things like, you know, just like power windows. When's the last time you saw power windows in a Corvette? So we're talking about power windows, we're talking about air conditioning, power steering, power brakes. Those are just great features to have. Got the original style GM seat belts in here, right where they're supposed to be. This is one of those cool, great cars that not only is a great muscle car, but it's a convenient kind of today modern style car that as we get a little older, we like to have AC, we like to have power windows, we like to have some of those great features that make for a really nice driving car. closing up this video, man, this is an extraordinary find. We're talking about 15,000 mile car, and it's approaching 50 years old. I don't even know how to do the math of how little this car has been driven, but it sat for a really long time, and it's now ready for the next person to take it upon and enjoy, and all the good little things that are in the car are working the way they're supposed to be. We talked about the ridiculous amount of options on here, from the air conditioning, the headrests, and the knockoff wheels, and the bolt-on wheels. Just everything that you could possibly get on a car is virtually on this car here, and it's working, and it's usable, and it's low mileage, and it's documented like crazy, man. You're talking about, we have the tank sticker for the car, right? We have the original owner's manual, 2 sets of keys, history. This is the collector piece. If you're looking for a Corvette, man, you'll want to get a car like this because it's so comfortable, and it's all matching numbers, and it's a collector piece, and it's documented, and it's just flat out cool. Find a way to get this car in your life. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Call us 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.